Hey, Scarefest, this is Joe Lewis, and we're only a couple of weeks away. In this week's movie, have you ever watched something and you thought, what was it that I just watched? That's kind of how I feel about this week's movie. It came out earlier this year, and the movie is called I Saw the TV Glow. Technically, it's called a horror drama, but basically, what it is, a classmate introduces teenage Owen to a mysterious late night TV show, a vision of a supernatural world beneath their own in the pale glow of the television. It's from a writer-director, Jane Schoenbrunn, and they do an interesting job. I don't know if I liked it. I think I kind of get it. I had to go and Google it, which means I thought about it, but at the same time, I don't know that I completely understood it. Schoenbaum says it's a metaphor for gender dysphoria, that embrace the TV's goal is actually to embrace one's true identity, which Owen's friend Maddie does. And the name of the show is called The Pink Opaque. It's even the people when you go to Google the movie talk about the references and the homages to Buffy the Vampire Slayer as you're watching it. I mean, they clearly when the credits roll for the fake show during the movie that you can see that it's the same font as Buffy. And it takes place in the early 90s and then skips every few years as you go. There is several just diatribes where characters just kind of stop and talk to the camera and they kind of explain things. The narrator, the main hero kind of explains a few things as it goes. I don't know that I know what the hell the movie was about. And it's damn sure not a horror film. It's looks good. Some of it's interesting. I can't recommend it, and I can't say what I used to say because it's not cool now, but it's one of those movies where they're trying to be artistic, and at the end of the day, you can be artistic, but you need to have some sort of payoff. And I've said this before. I've said this the last 3 weeks in these movies that I keep these small budget horror films that people keep recommending to me. You have to have some sort of payoff, catharsis, something at the end to make the audience go, whew, have a release. This movie has none of that. But some of you will quite enjoy it. And I enjoyed scenes in it. I love the music. I love the way it's shot. I love the fonts. I love the acting's good. It's just all together. I don't know that it's worth an hour and a half of my life. A lot of these movies that I tend to review sometimes, specifically horror films, would be really good short films. They take a really good short film idea and stretch that bastard till 70, 80, 90, sometimes 100 and 120 minutes. This one's not that long. And I didn't hate it. And like I said, I really enjoyed parts of it. But will you enjoy I Saw the TV Glow? If you're into 90s pop culture, if you like some of the music and just the way things look then, and trying to relive a little of the South Park we call Member Berries, then I definitely think you should check it out. If you have Max, check it out. If you like weird things, check it out. But there's hardly for me anything for me to even reference this to. It's an interesting movie that I'm just don't think I'll ever watch again unless somebody tells me I completely missed something. It's really not a horror film though, not to me. It came out in February. I didn't get to watch it. It's one of those A24 pictures. Some of them are fantastic. This one's a little harder to wrap my mind around. I Saw the TV Glow. Check it out if you have Max. Otherwise, don't break your leg. This has been Joe Lewis of Bonehead Weekly.